Good day everyone, I am Alinat F. Barnal, Master of Arts in Educational Management. So, my topic is about education and socialization. Here are the objectives. First is understanding the concept of education and socialization. Next is knowing the importance of education and socialization. So, yung education daw po ay process kung saan tayo ay nag-a-acquire ng knowledge, skills, and value. So, nakakatulong daw po yung mga yon para maintindihan natin kung ano man yung nangyayari sa mundo at mag-isip critically and creatively. Nakakatulong din daw ito para mag-solve ng mga problems at mag-grow tayo personally and professionally. So, yung education, hindi lang siya natatapos sa pagpasok sa eskwelahan. So, nangyayari din daw to throughout our life. Pwede din daw po tayong matuto through our experiences or pakikipag-interact sa ibang tao. Kaya pagbabasa ng libro, paggamit ng technology. So, katulad na lang ng pagsasearch sa computer, at paggawa ng personal reflection. So, example na lang yung ginagawa natin every time matatapos tayo sa isang session. So, nagbibigay tayo ng reflection. So, kung ano man yung natutunan natin sa araw na iyon. So, nakakatulong din daw yung education para mag-grow tayo emotionally. At nakakatulong din ito para ma-improve yung ating kakayahan na makihalubilo sa kapwa. So, nade-develop din daw yung ating empathy through education. So, yun din daw pong kaalaman yung nakakatulong sa atin para makaubuo tayo ng informed choices or maipagtanggol yung mga sarili natin at makatulong tayo sa community na kinabibilangan natin. So, we have two different types of education. So, the first one is formal education. So, yung formal education daw po, siya ay structured and systematic way of learning. So, nangyayari daw po ito sa schools, colleges, and university na mayroong teacher na nagtuturo at nagpapacilitate ng learning. So, sila yung nagbibigay ng knowledge and skills na kailangang matutunan ng learners over a period of time. So, sila din yung nag-a-assess through exams, quizzes, assignments, kung saan matatrack nila yung understanding and progress ng learners. So, yung education daw po ay may sinusunod na, formal education ay may sinusunod na curriculum at mayroon itong 3 stages which is the primary, secondary, and higher education or the college education. So, next is informal education. So, ano naman daw yung informal education? So, ito daw po ay nangyayari sa labas ng structured or traditional school setting. So, ito yung natututo ka in a natural way through experiences or pakikipag-interact sa ibang tao, observations, discussions, or hands-on practice. So, yung mga natututunan natin na skills na nagagamit natin sa pang-araw-araw like pagbabasa or yung paggamit ng math and specialized skills na kailangan para sa mga specific careers. For example, baking or caregiving na matututunan natin through textbook or mga TESDA. So, unlike sa formal education, walang sinusunod na curriculum or systematic process yung informal education. So, hindi din daw po siya ginegradean or ina-assess. So, wala din daw nangyayaring learnings. May nangyayaring learnings, pero siya ay learning spontaneously or anything around the sun siya nangyayari. So, nasa tao na daw po kung ano man yung kanyang matututunan or kung ano yung kailangan niyang matutunan na magagamit niya in everyday life. For example na lang yung hobbies, mga skills like cooking or kaya handling personal finances. So, next is socialization. So, yung socialization naman daw po ay yung pagkatuto ng mga norms, values, at tamang pag-uugali and other social skills na kailangan para makipag-communicate sa ibang tao. So, isa daw po itong lifelong process kung saan para malaman ng mga tao kung paano siya makikibagay sa kung sino man yung kanyang nakakaharap. So, dito din sa socialization, nasi-shape yung role at identity ng isang tao. Yan, sa pakikipag-socialize daw, natututunan natin kung ano yung mga bagay na dapat nating gawin sa harap ng ibang tao o kaya kung ano yung mga rules na dapat nating sundin at dito din nalalaman natin kung ano yung mga community guidelines na dapat nating sinusunod. So, meron po tayong dalawang klase ng socialization. So, first is primary socialization. So, ito po yung unang stage ng pakikipag-socialize. So, nangyayari ito sa early childhood. So, kung bata ka, kung sino lang yung tao na nakakasalamuha niya, yun yung magiging model niya kung paano makikisalamuha sa tao. So, yun yung nagiging foundation niya ng learning about socialization. So, dito daw, natututunan ng bata kung paano makipag-usap sa ibang tao. So, yung kung paano yung tamang pag-uugali kapag may kaharap na iba at at natutulungan or natuturuan sila ng mga bagay na katanggap-tanggap sa society. Next is secondary socialization. Dito naman, mas malawak na yung kanyang kinukuhanan ng kaalaman. So, pwedeng sa eskwelahan, sa trabaho, or sa peer na kinabibilangan niya. So, pwede din daw na through social media. So, sa ganong paraan, mas nade-develop yung kanilang identities and interpersonal skills. So, we have two different types of socialization. First is family socialization. So, dito, yung learning ng bata ay nanggagaling sa nakapaligid sa kanya, which is pwedeng yung parent or yung guardian or pwede din naman na yung kapatid. So, sila yung nagtuturo sa bata ng mga norms, values, at mga behaviors or mga beliefs at cultures na kailangan niyang matututunan. So, sa family socialization, natututunan ng bata yung tamang pag-uugali at asal. So, for example na lang daw po is kung paano makipag-usap yung bata sa mga teachers, sa classmates, or sa ibang tao na mas matanda sa kanya. So, dun daw po natin makikita kung naturuan sila ng maayos kung paano makipag-socialize. Next is peer socialization. So, dito naman daw po yung impluwensya ng barkada, yung paraan ng mga bata kung paano makipag-socialize. So, unlike sa family socialization, so dito po wala ng guidance ng parents. So, malaya silang matututo nang walang nagsasabi kung tama o mali ba yung kanilang ginagawa. So, next is education versus socialization. So, yung education at socialization daw po ay pareho namang importante sa development ng isang tao. Pero magkaiba sila ng purpose. So, sa education, ang purpose niya is makakuha ng particular knowledge, skills na kadalasan ay makukuha through structured classroom na mayroong teacher na nag-guide or nag-a-assess or nag-grades. So, yung layon po nito is yung ma-develop yung academically and professionally ng isang bata. So, samantalang yung socialization naman daw po ay yung pagkatuto ng tamang pag-uugali at pagkilos na katanggap-tanggap or kung paano siya magpi-fit sa society na kinabibilangan niya. So, let us watch this short video na magdi-discuss also about the topic.
Education and socialization, the interplay of learning and social development in sociology. In sociology, education and socialization are intertwined concepts that play a critical role in shaping individuals' social development, beliefs, values, and behaviors. Education is a formal process of acquiring knowledge and skills, while socialization is the lifelong process through which individuals internalize societal norms, values, and roles. This video delves into the significance of education and socialization in sociology, explores their impact on individuals and societies, and provides examples to illustrate their dynamic interplay. Education as a social institution. Education is a fundamental social institution that serves as a primary agent of socialization. It provides formal learning experiences in schools, colleges, and universities, where individuals acquire knowledge, skills, and cultural norms. Examples: formal education. In formal education settings, students learn subjects such as mathematics, science, history, and literature. Beyond academic knowledge, education also imparts values and social norms. Hidden curriculum. Schools unintentionally transmit societal values, norms, and social behaviors through the hidden curriculum. For instance, students learn discipline, punctuality, and respect for authority figures in addition to academic subjects. Socialization is lifelong learning. Socialization is a continuous process that begins in infancy and continues throughout an individual's life. It occurs through interactions with family, peers, media, and various social institutions. Examples: family socialization. Families are primary agents of socialization, where children learn cultural values, language, and behavior patterns. For instance, children may learn gender roles and cultural traditions from their families. Peer socialization. Peer groups play a crucial role in socialization, especially during adolescence. Young people often adopt behaviors, interests, and cultural trends influenced by their peers. Education and social
So, here are the questions. Ayan, for the assessment. Number 1 is, in the Philippines, a 13-year education is mandatory by law. So, these 13 years run from kindergarten to grade 12, also known as what type of curriculum? The next one is, what is the difference between education and socialization? So, that's all for my topic.